allow me to first acknowledge and thank the generosity of the Lebanese people for hosting close to 1.5 million Syrian refugees fleeing the brutality of the Assad regime. We know this support does not come lightly, and it shows your friendship and solidarity with the people of Syria. The United States is committed to ensuring the voluntary, safe, and dignified return of all refugees and IDPs to their homes as we bring an end to this conflict, and we will continue to support host communities in Lebanon and the region until those returns are possible. Together with the international community and with regional and local leadership, we must support the return of these displaced people to their homes in Syria, Iraq, or further afield, reintegrating them into home communities and supporting them in receiving locally grown reconciliation programming. If we are unable to reintegrate displaced people, we will bear witness to the indoctrination of the next generation of ISIS as these children become radicalized. And then it will become a military problem as the next generation of ISIS fighters that grows up in front of our very eyes right now takes up arms against us. Acknowledging the critical efforts of the Lebanese armed forces and the work they do in providing security and stability as Lebanon works to overcome significant challenges and works toward the brighter future the Lebanese people deserve. The partnership between Central Command and the Lebanese armed forces represent the strength of our security cooperation efforts in the region. So from a military perspective, the United States Central Command has a very productive and deep relationship with the Lebanese armed forces. We view the Lebanese armed forces really as a key institution to maintain security and stability in Lebanon. U.S. support in the form of equipment, training, and mentorship has supported the LAF's development into a capable and professional fighting force. I recognize that the LAF is under great stress now, but we've also seen them perform remarkably well as in the after following the port explosion of last year. But I have a very close relationship with the commander of the LAF, and I believe that it is critical that we continue to support them, and I'm a tireless advocate for that in Washington as we go forward. I've been once, and I hope to get back in later in the spring, and we're still working those dates. And for obvious reasons, I won't be able to give you much precision on that, and you will appreciate that.
I understand.
But I hope to spend some time with General Aoun and get an opportunity to visit some of his units. And as we know, Iran has no interest in this bloody war coming to an end. They brought nothing to Yemen but death and weapons. They've never put any humanitarian aid into Yemen. So I think it suits Iran's geopolitical aspirations for this war to continue. The Houthis, what they need to do is rise above that and see what serves them. And that is to come to a better agreement with the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia and try to find a political settlement here.